to win it with a 2-point field goal. Can he get this one away? Charge down. It ricochets. Space here. Look at him go. Halasima. It's on. Footwork. Try saver. He's over with momentum.
Oh,
that is commentary, eh?
yeah, they gave it some.
God, he's over with momentum.
I love it because that is the first time I've ever heard an Australian commentator get in behind the Warriors. Because usually it's Blocker Roach going, this Warriors team has just got no discipline, just no fitness. They're just all over the place. It's Triple M. That was Triple M audio.
Oh, that's the audio I've heard all morning, though. So people have the main audio. I've got a bit of a bone. I've got a couple of thoughts on this.
Yep.
One, thank God that happened. But absolute, jammy luck.
Mm.
Are we going to charge down that goes to the exact right spot? And sure, you still got to get around a few. You still got to run 40 meters, but to an extra time to win that,
But before you get into your bones, what a move from him though, because in that one play, I think he's set his whole career up because that'll be on the highlight reels of every NRL show in Australia, like NRL 360, the Matty Johns show. They'll replay that, and people will go, "We need to sign this kid."
Not only, what is he, 19?
Yeah,
but not only the try and the circumstances, but the time in the game.
Yeah, insane.
As the clock hit zero as well.
Step the fullback.
Really? Yeah.
That was stepping the fullback.
Yeah.
Who was it that rushed off the line? Someone came at him quick and he just stepped him with the left.
It's teenage confidence, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
It's just I can do anything.
Yeah, totally. So they've signed him to 29, the Warriors.
Oh yeah.
But we all know what an NRL contract's worth.
Oh, nothing.
Shit all.
So I love it. I love the fact that this kid
Go where you want stadium.
This kid is now set. Whether the Warriors re-sign him or for a longer term,
which is great,
or another team comes and grabs him. I love the fact that 15 seconds of his career has made him.
And what would made it really exciting for us Warriors supporters was that we were like typical goddamn frustrating.
Yep.
It's end of the world. It's all over, and then that happens. Like this doesn't happen.
It's the type of thing that happens to us. It's very for us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, it was good to. It was good to watch. God, where did that pace come from off the mark?
I'm so relieved for Tanner as well because he had a bit of a shitter, a penalty missed out in front, a worm burner of a.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the kind of thing like that.
Drop he attempted.
That penalty missed out front was like, mate.
I hope that Tanner Boyd bought Leka Halasima a V or something.
Because no one's talking. Because he changed the narrative of that.
Totally.
No one gives a shit about the fucking butchering the easiest penalty in the history of the world.
Surely in the changing room he's come up to Leka and gone, bro, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Yeah, you had my back there. Thanks, bro. Because I would have got a lot of shit otherwise.
And he's got one of those names that's great for yelling. Halasima!
Yeah.
Yeah, and what the heck? Did you see any other bones? What was the bones you had? Was that just the fact that
just that look, there's injuries all over the shop, but we're just farting through to beat teams that we should be. If we're in the top four, that wasn't really a top four performance. And then you look at who you've got to beat at the end of the season.
Yeah.
To have any hope.
Broncos, Doggies, Storm.
Yeah.
Panthers are coming back.
Yeah, the Penrith will be back up there.
Raiders
this season.
Raiders. Yeah.
I mean, they seem to be. It's such a punishing season that those classic clubs just managed to keep going across the whole campaign.
The
Warriors always end up with we always end up with their wheels coming off and we're just limping through. We got a Band-Aid on this bit. We're farting through.
How terrifying is Leo? And
but that isn't a classic. That's a classic New Zealand fan, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
We take the win and we go,
oh yeah.
But it's such a relentless league in general. Like that
was round 20.
You have a moment. You have a moment like that, and you think you've won the championship, and then you've got to get up and verse whoever next week. It's tough.
Yeah.
How terrifying are the Thompson twins for the Knights?
Yep.
So you've got Tyrone Thompson, who used to play for the Chiefs, and Leo Thompson is the one that been playing for the Knights for a while. But they both play for the Knights now, the Thompson twins. And they look exactly the same. You can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
I don't think I noticed the Thompson
It's a
twins.
huge advantage.
It is huge. You keep rolling around like the Marshall twins. You just swap them in and out.
Do they play similar positions?
Yes, they do. The Thompson twins. Anyway, right, let's get into it because we've got quite a lot to cover off from the weekend. Live from the Export Beer Garden Studios, this is The Agenda Podcast for Monday, the 21st of July.
The Agenda Podcast, the home of sporting nonsense and claptrap. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
A lot of code happening over the weekend. There was the Lions pumping the Aussies.
Oh, yeah.
You went to Samoa, Scotland?
Yeah, absolutely. And, what a fantastic time that was. 20-odd thousand people there.
Yeah, really?
But the crowd was loud.
Yeah.
Even though they were the Samoa getting pumped.
The Pacific nations know how to celebrate their teams. It's like the Tongan fans.
Yeah.
As well. They just go for it. And it's
the
like
the Samoan national anthem's pretty good too. It's a pretty powerful national
Is it
anthem.
as good as the French one?
Nowhere near. I actually said that. I was there with a bunch of my Samoan cousins, and I said they were celebrating the national anthem. I said, it's pretty good, but it's not as good as the French one. That's what I said.
Yeah,
and they said, shut up.
Yeah. Well, we were live from the Roaming Giant and the Tron. And James
For the All Blacks.
For the All Blacks. And James McConey.
You didn't cover Samoa, Scotland?
No, we didn't. We pulled a hamstring.
We barely covered this game, maybe.
But yeah, but James McConey, he came in hot. And he...
Well, that's good. I'll listen to this,
Yes.
but can you put a pin in a McConey story I've got from Friday?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll hear your McConey story, then I've got one.
Okay, we'll go for the full
Have you got another
McConey.
one?
I have also got one as well.
Okay,
if that's
so we'll
all
go.
right, yeah.
So the order is
I'm happy
G
to go
Lane's
last.
McConey story,
Yep.
me,
Yeah.
then you, Mish.
I'll go last if we've got time.
Mine's
Okay.
pretty
No, we'll
missionary,
have
though.
time.
Yeah,
Mine's
okay,
pretty
sweet.
missionary, and there's a couple. It's two parter. First part was God bless James McConey. He fell over in a power cut the night before and put his back out, but he took enough drugs to get himself to Hamilton. Came in hot under what I only presume is heavy sedatives. He stood up and sang the entire French national anthem on the PA system of the bar, which was highly commended, to be honest. He knew every word.
Yeah, it was.
He then tried to encourage the crowd to do the haka with him, which they didn't.
Not as popular, that maneuver.
And then I think he thought that we were only commentating to the good great New Zealanders at the Roaming Giant because he did this in the first couple of seconds.
Yeah, great to be here at the Horny Giant. It is one of my favourite places to be in the Tron. I went to school just down the road there. Shout out to my Claudelands Hamilton boys. Hi, people. Most hated. And I listened to satanic music just over there as well at my mate Scott Richardson's house. We played records backwards. That's what we fucking did.
And so the All Blacks make their way out. Yeah, so I had to inform him he was on Radio Hodaki and iHeartradio. But look, I mean, a lot of people have their bingo cards out for ACC commentaries for when James McConey mentions what school he went to and then attacks you for what school you went to. And he got it out early.
Yeah, he got it out early.
Yeah, there you go.
But he's not a big. He's quite a professional normally, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he was great.
around the effing. And
he was on
jeffing.
fire. He was on fire.
He's excited. I mean, what drugs did he take to get over that back injury?
I don't know, but whatever he was on, I want some.
Was it MDMA?
I want some, whatever he was on.
Now, can I start laying the groundwork for an excuse later on in the program about something that happened later on?
No, we can't because I've got a bone to pick with you as well about just basics. Okay.
Basics.
Yeah.
You want to pick bones about basics?
Okay,
with
that's my. But he was on fire, James. I must admit, for the entire. He had a real issue with Razor. He thought Razor was setting up the Chiefs. He thought all the Chiefs players, 7 starting Chiefs players, down to 6 when American Dad got injured. But his conspiracy theory was it was a Canterbury conspiracy.
some form of tanking.
Yeah, so to load the team with Chiefs to make them lose, and so he could then just pack all Canterbury Crusaders. So he was terrified the whole game that All Blacks were going to lose.
He was quite angsty.
Yeah, very
And
anxious.
that would be 4D chess from Razor. That would be.
Ethan Blackadder, thank you. You're back.
And so you counted the night before.
This actually speaks to James McConey's professionalism.
Yeah.
You know, the effing and jeffing in Hamilton speaks to a lapse in professionalism.
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
So I was at Samoa, Scotland.
Yes.
And as I often do at halftime, I'll run a quiz.
Yep.
And I was all, Officer Tanuu this.
Yep.
And Apia Park that.
Yeah, don't call him Junior.
Yep, I know.
Yep.
And but I had some set questions I'd prepared.
Yes.
And it was quite a esteemed group, maybe 100 people there, and they were all high-level operators, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
High up in the industry, in the sports industry,
Yes.
a lot of ex-players in there.
Ex-Blues players, ex-All Blacks.
Yep, absolutely. There was,
Gary Winton.
there was, Tua was in there.
David Tour.
Yeah.
Really?
So you got, it's quite... it's quite intimidating
Yeah.
for a little fella from Dunedin who knows shit all about code trying to run a quiz.
Some high wattage in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so
So I was keeping it straight down the line, and you don't want to do when you're running a quiz be that dickhead that's Googled something and then asked. I think if you're running a quiz, it has to come from your own knowledge.
yeah, okay.
Otherwise,
Did you go down?
anyone can look some shit up and then ask the questions. If you know what I mean?
Yeah. How would the crowd know, though?
No, but
Well, you search.
but that just what I mean is it means that you're asking questions that people might know the answer to.
Yeah, totes.
As opposed to going to the arse end of Wikipedia to find a question no one knows shit about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because really, you want to give out the prizes.
Yeah, you're right.
And there were some great prizes. Signed balls and such. But anyway, mid-quiz, I get this feeling behind me
Oh.
to my right shoulder that something great, someone great has walked into
You
the
feel
room.
some mana.
There's so much mana suddenly comes in the room. Like, I've got no mana. So,
Yeah.
like, spidey senses.
And you felt it?
Yeah, with no mana at all. When mana walks in,
Yeah.
you get very shaky.
Yeah, yeah.
And I turn to my right, and Martin Nonu's just walked in. And because we're the quizzes, there's no way for him to get past me. So
Was it like
now
a-
you've got a piece of shit like me doing a quiz, and Martin Nonu's to my right.
Who's still
Yeah.
playing professional rugby?
Yeah, and looks amazing. Oh my God, his shoulders, his legs get a little thinner though.
I think it's because the upper body's getting.
Yeah, right. Anyway, looking fantastic. And I'm like, oh my God, I've got my set questions, but I can't. On the fly, I can't change my questions. But the elephant in the room is Martin Nonu.
Yeah.
Roll back a little bit in the evening, and I'm sitting watching the game, and I see James McConey down below in the cheap seats, and I text him, go, haha, I can see you, you loser, you're down in the shit seats.
Nice
What an
text.
absolute loser.
It's nice for me.
And he goes, what box are you in? I'm coming in hot. So you better prepare the entry.
I love it how he didn't even. He just assumed you're in a box.
He was like, well, you better prepare my entry. So, but unfortunately I need to take a shit. So on my way to prepare the entry, smooth the way with the door for James McConey, and I went for a crap.
Yeah.
And then when I came out, he was in.
Yeah.
And the woman at the door goes, a guy called James just arrived and said that you had put his name on the door. Meanwhile, I've already taken most of my cousins into the box. So I'm well over my allocation. So anyway, James's classic move. But then this is when he helped me out. Because he saw, and this is what a professional he is in these kind of, because he's done so many, rugby club quizzes, so many rugby functions he's just an
the go-to.
absolute pro.
Yeah.
So he sees the predicament I'm in. I've got Ma Nonu there, and he just comes in, he puts his hand up, and I go, super sub, James McConey question. He comes up, shakes hands with good bro shake with Martin Nonu, and then goes, how many All Blacks caps has Martin Nonu got for the question?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Some skinny little dude at the back that knows too much about rugby goes, 104.
Yeah.
And then the quiz moves on, and then Martin Nonu can make his way into the
So
crowd.
you had like an impact off the bench.
Off the bench from
Oh, that's-
McConey.
that's good,
Just
actually.
understanding the gravitas of the moment, knowing how to deal with it. And otherwise, my next question was, which city in New Zealand gets its name from Edinburgh? Just trying to.
Just padding for time.
Yeah. So I got to thank James
and
McConey for that. That was great.
Oh, that is.
But brazen to just bum rush the front door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little-
The fact you're able to take a shit in the middle of that is even more impressive.
little did you know that he was about to suffer almost a life-threatening injury during
Yeah.
the power cut later that night.
I mean, it's quite an arc
Yeah.
he was on over those 2 days.
Absolutely.
What a 24 hours for the big fella.
A great 24 hours.
Someone should make a movie about it.
Yeah. We to call it 24.
Got it 24. James McConey.
So
Friday into Saturday.
So the All Blacks game met some great New Zealanders.
We've still got.
Yes, I'm going to get rid of
still
that
got
one.
a pin in.
I feel like Lane
got a
might
pin?
want to tell it. To be
Okay, you
fair.
got a pin in Finn?
Yeah, we're putting a pin in Finny's because I've got a little bit of I don't know, mentoring to do, and I'm glad you're here, Matt, just to talk them through this one.
What area is it in? Is it in?
I got too drunk, Matt.
Yeah, see, this is
Well, I know a lot about that.
Yeah, I know, but also what you know, what I need to kind of get across, and we learn on the job. Is you never admit that you're hammered, no matter how hammered you are on air, or you never admit how hammered you are.
Okay.
And going on air and saying I've had too many beers I bet, and I'm too wasted. It's a cardinal sin because whatever you do from then on is
Yeah, well, this is a
judged
lesson
even
I
more.
haven't learned. So I'm moved into the sitting on the seats and looking at the teacher side over with Finn.
This is fantastic. It's no longer a solo intervention, it's a duo.
Because every time I'm pissed, I'm like, holy shit, I'm big.
Okay, so I'm just going to table this piece of audio.
Yeah, okay.
He's been turtled there, rolled on his back. Big summer penny Finau. The French, that was good defence, but something happened there. Although, was it an extra man or is it the touch judge wearing navy, which put us off completely?
No, it was Ricky Riccatelli on the wing. Ruben Love couldn't give it to him.
Is Ricky Riccatelli playing? He isn't an All Black, but I'd love to see Ricky the Rhino out there.
Oh, sorry, forgive me. Who was it out there on the wing? There was someone out there on the wing.
It's certainly not Riccatelli.
No, who was it? It was. Wait for it.
But
ZB host?
The touch judges should not be wearing navy. It's too.
Can I have
Because they
another
look
beer?
like an extra man right now.
Can I have another beer?
Hastoy, he's going to have the goal line drop out. That's going to blow.
So Ricky Riccatelli played for the Hurricanes for a number of years. Played his last couple of years for the Blues. Currently playing overseas now. Yet to have an All Black cap.
Yeah.
All right, fucking Sebastian Ocon. I don't know when we started, holding people account for mistakes.
But that wasn't just a that wasn't just like a naming someone else who's on the squad. That was.
Look, I'm going to come into bat here for Mash.
Please.
Because you'll hear when I'm on a rugby commentary, I don't mention any names specifically.
Well, this is what
so
Lane
I can't be pinned to any mistakes.
And this was my mistake, Matty. This was my mistake because I strayed out of my lane.
What was your job?
Out of my lane. My lane was text machine. I was explicitly told before the broadcast, Mashy, you're in charge of the text machine.
Yep.
Stay on the text machine. Can I go back a couple of steps as well? This is my McConey story. Earlier in the day, we got a call from McConey, and I think I'm allowed to say this.
I hope there's a Hollywood scriptwriter listening and taking notes on this because this 24 hours of McConey it's going to be huge. It's going to be bigger than the F1 movie.
McConey wasn't sure if he was going to be able to make it down to Hamilton for the commentary. And at that stage, I was like, shit, okay, I'm going to have to get the call up. I've enjoyed doing it the last couple of weeks previously in Wellington and Dunedin. That's fine. That's all well and good. And then Lane got on the phone to him and managed to get him back round to coming down to Hamilton. Fantastic stuff. So McConey is now locked in.
So this Act 2.
Yes. So this is
Act
about
Act 1's back at the, or is it going to be a flashback back to?
I think
back to the box.
I think
at
Act
Eden
One
Park?
is Act One's the box. Act
Okay.
Two's the
Yeah.
power cut in Te Aratu Peninsula. This is Act 3.
at about 2 o'clock. I've been told by my boss, ACC Head G Lane, that McConey will be coming and he will be commentating. Instantly. I thought you beauty, Export Ultra.
Yeah, it instantly said, I will not be spending the rest of the day poring over team lists.
I will not. That's exactly what
Case in point, Ricky Riccatelli.
So I went and went hard.
Yeah.
And then, 7 o'clock rolls around, McConey, Lane, they go to do the commentary. Joe goes, hey, how about you man the text machine? We'll give you something to do. There's a few, there's a lot going on at the pub. So I did that and then I straight out of my lane and the rest is history. But what I have spent the last 48 hours thinking about is why was Ricky Riccatelli at the front of my mind?
Yeah.
And I'm genuinely not sure.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, this is no disrespect to Ricky as a player. I don't think I've ever really thought about Ricky Riccatelli once in my life.
Is it just his name?
Such as the mind of the drunk man.
Yeah.
I think what I was thinking was, I'm wasted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That player on the wing there who was standing on the wing has a big name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few syllables to get my head around.
Yeah.
And who was it?
Duplessis Karifi.
It was Heather Duplessis Caddie
Yeah.
on the wing.
And I just, for some reason, is that Ricky Riccatelli out there?
Similar body shape. They're kind of quite nuggety.
Well, thanks.
Used
Yeah,
to play
so
for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, who knows how the neurons connect up?
So still
when
48
the
hours.
neurons are actually soaked and booze.
Yeah.
but now I don't trust my own head.
Yeah.
And that's a tough place to be.
Well, I think you can just go back to the text machine.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And just
that's,
maybe
yeah.
go back to the basics.
A couple more weeks on the text machine. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a piece of advice, man. I mean, like, we've all done commentary. I've done commentaries I can't remember.
That one was pretty close for me, I've got to be honest.
That's a special feeling when you wake up and, like, if there's been a few times we'll be like, oh, we'll go out for some beers, shall we, beforehand? And then that starts at lunch.
Yes.
And then you wake up the next day and you talk to your missus and you go, geez, what time do I get home? She goes, pretty fucking late. You go, oh yeah. And then you go,
Oh, God, I did a commentary.
somewhere in the middle I did a commentary.
That's kind of how I felt Sunday morning.
Somewhere in the middle I
didn't
was on
feel too
here
good,
for...
yeah.
I remember we've exchanged texts a number of times going, was everything all right last night? I think, and I was like,
reaching for comfort.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm pretty sure it was. I mean, it was pretty loose.
Have you seen a text saying, was everything okay last night? Because I was very, very, very close to doing the same thing Sunday morning, Matty, so that makes me feel good about that.
You go and go, wow, we pretty steamed last night, and then you're just putting your finger out for, yeah, you were fine, mate.
Yeah.
And then that doesn't come back, you go,
oh, shit.
Was everything okay?
So true.
You're just watching the little dots as they're writing.
I've said the same to Joe. I've said the same to Joe after this one particular one this year in the Super Rugby, and I just think Joe goes, whoa.
Was it okay?
Did I do a commentary last night? Because it was after the end of cricket function we had down at Rosie's Red Hot Cantina.
Oh.
And I had a few margaritas and a few margaritas and
a few F-bombs dropped that night, I believe,
Yeah.
Well, like, you get into that zone that Lee Hart's in where you go, how was commentary last night? And he goes,
Yes,
what have you heard? What have you heard?
That's a great
I
line.
haven't heard anything. I'm just asking.
Oh, good.
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 I think it was okay.
Oh, that's a great segue, actually, because the Snackachangi Sports Scholarship is back, where we reward binge watching. We're binge watching as a sport. And we've given them away. When we were down in Dunedin, we were down in Wellington, we visited a couple of great New Zealanders and gave them their scholarships. To enter, text CHIP to 3236. Follow the link, and you could win that ultimate ACC Sports Scholarship thanks to the great New Zealanders at Snackachangi. Take a quick break because we've got a bunch of other sport that got played over the weekend, a bit of golf, a bit of SailGP. Back in a moment. Righto, SailGP is back. They were racing in, was it Portsmouth?
Portsmouth Harbour, yeah. It's confusing because a couple of years ago they were in Plymouth.
Great wins, and actually took it all out as well. They won the third race on day one, and I think the fifth race on day two to qualify for the final with a three, and then they've absolutely smoked them.
Yeah, well,
Is it time for us just to admit that no one gives a fuck about America's Cup anymore?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. We discussed this on Friday. It was like, but the thing is, if it was in New Zealand, I think I would feel obliged to probably support it.
But just the format of it,
it's
just so not.
So boring.
It's sort of a very entitled sport. I don't care about the money side of it, but the idea you've got this history, this is how you do it, blah, blah, we change a few things. But no one, for the fact that no one in the America's Cup ever thought, let's turn it into Formula One.
Yeah.
Seems like it was just sitting there.
Yeah.
It was just sitting in front of
it was.
everyone's frickin' eyes until they did it. And obviously they've executed it well, and you need your billionaire on board. That's the thing. All sports need a billionaire on board. Billionaires are the best of us.
Yep.
They make things...
Big Larry.
They make things happen that wouldn't happen, that entertain the world. We love billionaires. But surely someone could have... It's just so much better.
Yeah.
Do you think eventually a team could win the America's Cup? Say Larry Ellison decided to dip his toe back into America's Cup and say, right, let's just win this. And then flip that into SailGP?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just suddenly turn it into...
But what's the advantage is the history?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
The history seems to be its problem at this point.
Yeah. But great news. It's good to watch. Shit, it's good to watch. You've watched a lot of it, eh?
Yep, I've watched a lot of it, and now we are leading. We are on 54 points for the season, the Flying Roos 52, and then Spain 51. She's all pretty close at the top of the leaderboard. So how does it all work? So you spend your season trying to win Grand Prix, and then there's that final $2 million race at the end of the year. Yeah. Is that right?
That's where I think that's where that ladder.
Yeah.
The top. I think the top three.
It is just the top three of that ladder, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Race for the $2 million US in Abu Dhabi.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. Let's listen to the final moments of the Black Foils.
And just like that, Pete Burley shows the rest of the fleet who's in charge. This will certainly shake up the overall standings after 7 events. But the winners of the Emirates Great Britain Sail Grand Prix in Portsmouth, it will be the Kiwis, the Black Foils. It is your Emirates winning moment.
Kind of screaming Banshee in the background there.
They were pretty stoked with that.
Yeah.
I was watching over the weekend. I'm not 100% sure if those wind sound effects in that are real.
Yeah, I think that's someone's making that up.
Of,
Ooh, someone's in the background.
It was a bit too much whistling for me. I don't trust it.
The whistling was the sound of the sound of the sail going past.
Probably, yeah.
Anyway, speaking of celebrations, someone who hopefully did celebrate was Spray It Round Scottie Scheffler. He had a bit of a moment last week, Matt. I don't know if you heard him moaning about the fact that you win a major and you only have 2 minutes of feeling good and then you're back on the hamster wheel. But we suggested he's got to get some better mates.
Yeah, right.
Like, to get around him and just help him spray it around for at least 24 hours after a major, not 2 minutes.
But you look at him, the way he plays is so matter of fact. He doesn't have a lot of joy in the way he plays.
Yes, true.
The whole thing is just no fuss, no cool outfits, no.
Well, that's fine then, but just don't go on do a press conference and moan about it.
Yeah, and you know what I mean though. Like his whole thing is kind of joyless.
Yeah.
Even the way just all of it is joyless.
His face is a bit joyless.
Yeah.
And that's no disrespect to Scottie.
Like he's in a weird hoodie. He doesn't really give a shit. You know, he's not embracing the flamboyance of golf, or like you compare it to our boy Foxy, right?
Yeah.
Just the way he hits the ball is full of joy.
Yeah.
He just smokes the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Quickly too.
Yeah.
Plays ready golf.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is probably the most exciting thing that Scottie Scheffler did all weekend. Listen carefully.
Yeah. There's something in there. Yeah.
So just ripping ass after basically putting it.
If that's what makes him happy.
Yeah.
If ripping ass makes him happy and it means he can enjoy his success, then I'm not going to stop.
It's also a performance thing, isn't it? I was going for a run this morning, and you'll know this feeling, Matty, and you as well, G Lane, as a man that goes for a run after a few beers.
Yeah.
Is that feeling where you're feeling a little bit backed up, and then you just take 3 or 4 steps, and you just fart on every step.
Yeah.
And you just get it out.
Yeah.
And how much better you feel immediately.
It's so joyous.
So maybe that was just that for Scottie Scheffler.
Maybe he'll enjoy it. Maybe he was just blocked up. And he'd been, because sometimes you can get constipated for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe letting rip like that was just going to, because.
Was he so constipated that he felt like he had no joy in his life?
Yeah, well, because the stomach has more neurons than the human stomach has more neurons than about 3 cats put together.
Is that why people have the hangriness?
Yeah.
Get hangry.
Yeah. The stomach is feeding. It goes 2 ways. The stomach feeds back emotions. The term gut feeling, right?
Yeah.
So it actually feeds back emotions. So if you're constipated, and it sounds like Scheffler was, then once you let that out, then the guts goes, oh no, everything's fine, and you can enjoy your victory now. So maybe that's the turning point.
Yeah, hopefully.
What did he win by in the end?
He won
Do
by
we have any
4
idea?
shots, wasn't
4
it?
shots.
Wow, okay, right. That's
Finished,
just too easy.
17 under in the tournament. He shot in the 60s all 4 days.
How was he?
That's
Did
nuts.
anyone see his face after the fart?
No, I don't think. Did he put his one?
It'd be funny if he just had like a little.
Well, he buried that shot. That shot was within a metre of the pin.
Yeah, well, exhibit A.
For a birdie.
Yeah.
Well, but that serves you right for playing a sport that demands quiet.
That's true, actually.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
surprised
true,
there's not
yeah.
more of it in tennis.
Because
on a serve.
yeah.
yeah.
Perfect place for a fart.
Well,
Yeah.
obviously, Lockie Ferguson did that famous little trump
Yeah.
the top of his, as he was coming through the bowling through the crease.
Yeah.
That is also another great place for a fart.
Yeah.
What are the other great places for farts?
Yeah, like if you absolutely let rip in a scrum, you might get a few giggles from guys around you, but it's not going to make the mics, is it?
Actually, we
Speaking of letting rip,
jeez, mate,
someone let rip during the commentary.
right at the beginning of the second half.
And like it was a room
Fucking
clearer. We had
hell.
people sitting around us, and I smelled it. I was like, "Whoa, someone's shat themselves." And then McConey's like, "Oh my god, that's you, Lane." I'm like, "Look,
Quick to blame.
quick to blame me." I was like, "Look, if I've ripped ass, I'm first to admit it, and also I can't stop laughing when I see other people react to my gas in such horrific. I can't stop laughing.
That brings you joy.
Does that make you? Is that morally better than the person that lets rip and stays quiet?
I don't know if you really want to get into the minutiae of G Lane's morals.
Because I think it's better to claim it, because otherwise other people will get condemned for it.
Yeah,
And-
you're right,
and then
actually.
There was a guy on a date next to us.
Yeah.
He was about 2 meters away, and I think McConey just pointed, "It must be that guy," and he's like, "No," and the chick's like, "Ooh."
He's left floundering,
Yeah, he's
So-
floundering, and she's like, "Ooh, was it you?" And he's like, "Nah."
I think it must have been McConey in
So-
hindsight.
That's chapter 4.
So McConey, and this is the
fart that stopped the comps.
post-credit scene
Yeah.
that you stick around for.
Yeah.
McConey steals sex from a man
Yeah.
Hell of
by
a
blaming
24
him for a
hours.
fart.
Yeah, well, he buried those nachos at half time, which is
It was the nachos,
Which is
wasn't
the
it?
clue.
Yeah, got
Yeah.
a lot of cheese on
Was
those
it-
nachos
well-
at the Roaming Giant.
What have we got there? There's beef and bean.
yes.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, come on.
Beef and bean, a bit of jalapeno in there. That's basically.
It wouldn't go either. It was a
That's
lingerer.
basically entrapment.
Yeah, well, and also when you're on commentary, your headphones are attached to a broadcast unit. You're like tethered to the
Yeah.
desk, so you
Yeah.
can't go anywhere.
No.
Yeah.
And that was and apologies to that couple. there was two couples actually. There was one either left and right. There was a lovely couple from Tauranga
Yes.
on the left, and the lovely couple on the date, which is an interesting place to bring a date. But
Yeah, I mean, wait, how to tell a girl you're a piece of shit? I'm going to the ACC.
The what? The ACC.
You go, what? It's like a commentary team. It's like, okay, are they the main one? No, they're bottom feeders.
We were doing some beer drops for export earlier in the day. We pulled up to a flat. A great New Zealander invited us in. We gave him some export, and Joe Jury in classic Joe Jury form had to go in and use the bathroom and eventually take a shit.
Yeah.
But as he came out and removed himself from the bathroom, he overheard the person who we were dropping the beers off to have to explain to his partner what was going on here. And he was like, "This is the ACC." That and she's like, "What? They do commentaries for? That's the commentary team for sport." No, not the commentary team. They do an alternative. It's very hard to explain. But anyway, we managed to get out of that house alive after Joe Jury.
Did you flush, Joe? Okay. Sounds like you didn't.
I'm looking.
Well, you give and you take.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You giveth and you take.
Yeah. There's beer drops and Joe drops.
Jury, you're up.
So hang on, I'm just trying to. It's gone. He put it on the story. He's clever like that, and it disappears. So we won't be able to see there's video footage of him coming out.
I think I might have filmed
looking very sheepish, very sheepish. And I think his words were, "We need to get out of here."
That's freaking hypocritical after how annoyed he got when I did what nature demanded of me
in the motorhome.
In the motorhome.
And the Star RV.
Hypocritical of Joe to complain about that.
There you go. Drop him off some treats. What does Joe do? Does a shit in your toilet.
Yeah.
Joe, what have you done?
You've got to get out of here.
What have you done?
What have you done? Let's go. Oh, anyway.
You destroyed a toilet.
Yeah. Well, there was some great Kiwis at the Roaming Giant. Keegan and Dalton at the end there.
Yep.
Hamilton
goes good, doesn't it?
It was a good time. Admittedly, it got a bit stabby later on, but we were kind of gone by then.
Yeah, we got out of there by then.
Hey, if we can just go back to SailGP.
Yes.
Please.
I'm rereading the Adrian Newey,
the Red Bull car window,
yeah, designer, and when he was working for McLaren, right, and he'd made McLaren great before he went to Red Bull all those years ago. He got into his contract when they were re-signing that he would be allowed to spend 50% of his time designing for an America's Cup team of his choice, paid for by McLaren if he'd come back, because he's the greatest car designer of all time. And I was just thinking, that's how far America's Cup has slipped, isn't it? Because at one point, the absolute design minds of the entire world were like, I'm currently designing championship-winning F1 cars, but I wouldn't mind having a tinker with the America's Cup boats. You don't hear that now, do you?
No, sure no.
You don't hear that kind of behaviour now.
What's he up to now, Newey? Is he still at Red Bull?
No, he's left Red Bull. He's part of the everyone jumping off. Everyone's jumped off.
Yeah.
He's now at Aston Martin. So watch Aston Martin suddenly become. Well, the problem is he's got Lance Stroll, so they'll.
Yeah, you got the Nepo baby.
Yeah, you got the Nepo baby. It's going to cause problems.
Yeah.
It's a big weight around your improvement, but watch some improvement.
At which stage does like the dad go, "Hey son, you can run the team"?
Well, there's rumours that Lance isn't that into it, and his dad is the one that wants him to do it.
Oh no,
that's disappointing.
Yeah.
I've also heard an interesting perspective I've also heard an interesting perspective on that second Aston Martin seat.
Yeah.
Is that's actually the seat you want, because people give so much of a shit about how you compare to the opposite driver on your team that it's so easy to beat Lance Stroll that's a seat that people want.
That's a funny one, because no one wants the seat with Max.
No,
well, a lot of people, Liam did want it, but it's a bit of a poison chalice.
Yeah.
Obviously, but yeah, you definitely
want the opposite.
You want to be the other guy, and yeah.
But then you got Alonso, who's the Mighty Nonu of the F1.
He's the Mighty Nonu of the F1.
Still in his 40s, fanging it around.
It's so
Formula
funny when
1.
you see pictures of him when he was young. He's quite a good-looking guy. Hey, this is a fun week though, because it's everyone's favourite track on the Formula 1 circuit.
We're at Spa, are we?
Yeah, and it always cracks me up because it's like I've got a Spa, and it's like you're asking if you want your mate Frank or Sean to be in it, because it's like Spa, Frank or Sean. It's the name of the track. So it's like Spa, Frank or Sean.
Frank or
Spa?
Sean?
You want a Frank or Sean in the Spa with you?
I didn't know it was called that.
Spa, Frank or Sean?
Why is it
Spa, Frank or Sean?
At risk of losing us for 15 minutes, why is this the most interesting race course of the year?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. Mash, it's because the start-finish
Put
line
the
is...
Burley out. You've come straight into the Burley track.
The start-finish line is about 250 metres from a sharp right. So everyone takes off and immediately got 20 cars jammed into the sharp right.
Sweet.
And then you go fang up this hill.
Yep.
And corners 2, 3, and 4 and 5 are just this cool uphill slight turns where you go at a fucking insane rate, and then you descend into these other corners. But it's just so cool right at the start. So you know how the most exciting thing in sports is lights out in Formula One, right?
Yeah.
But you know that they're instantly all going to have to, in 250 metres, slam right.
Yes.
And so there's such a good chance of pile-ups.
Yo.
And plus, it's always raining. So, like, it rains quite often. It's got this weird microclimate there. So, and everyone also knows that F1's the most exciting in the rain.
Yeah. So
you've got this punishing corner and these really long straights, and then you've got the chance of rain.
Nice.
So it's an exciting course.
Yeah, it's a good sell actually. I didn't know where that was going to go, but I'm quite excited about.
But
seeing
that's
that
the
first
thing
corner.
that people forget about F1 is that the tracks are like, forget cricket and you know the difference that the pitches make.
Bit green.
It's like some courses on F1. It's like it's just about quali. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
And then
Like Monaco.
Yeah, like Monaco. Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. Right. Well, just a reminder.
So anyway, Spa, Francorchamps.
Francorchamps.
I think I'll take Shaw.
Yeah, we're on. Don't forget, we're on YouTube. If you want to watch if you want to put some vision with the audio, just search Alternative Commentary Collective there.
Would it kill someone to remind me to not like completely cover my face with a microphone?
Right, just get in
Right.
here. It's good for your posture because you got to work out if you're on camera, you can't be slumped over like a piece
People
of
want to
shit.
see the moneymaker.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with the moneymaker and yours, please.
The cock.
Yours, please. Brought to you by Export Ultra.
All right, we met quite a few yours pleasers at the Roaming Giant in Hamilton, so they're probably part of this feedback. First one, yours please.
Hey, it's just the long-time listener, first-time caller. The boys from 19 Cecil Street, where Joe Jury, he actually he didn't take a shit in our toilet. He took a shit in our shower and then tried to waffle stop it.
Oh,
Corey, get a grip, mate. Also the dude that G Lane was hugging at the fountain in Vegas.
Jesus, how hungover is his mate in the background?
Love you, G Lane. Fuck you, Mashy. Fuck you.
Joe Jury. I'll finish him off for him.
You cut him off?
Yeah, he did cut him off. He was just about to incriminate him.
So
Cecil Street.
Hang on, hang on. That's a pretty severe accusation there, Joe. Was it in the shower?
A lot of holes in the story there, isn't there? A lot of inconsistencies. So I will leave it at that.
That would be fucking grim if you went round to drop off some beers and then,
waffle stomped.
You waffle stomped in the shower.
Some people would be into that, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think the guy. You're right though. How hungover was his mate in the background? He was moaning.
We've got a part two actually.
Okay.
So
Here we go. Part two.
Fuck.
Oh, fucking hell. Wow, that opened me up. It did what to you? Sobered me up. Oh, I thought you said opened you up.
Well,
okay, so
it sounded like a post-bomb, to be honest. He was having a bit of a spit.
I think that was a post-vom spit.
Okay.
Wait a minute, what was that? I thought I heard some. I thought someone was weeing.
Oh, is that what was going on?
I thought it was just a crackle of, potentially
Can we hear that again?
a bad yours please reception.
No, that's someone.
Oh, fucking hell. Wow, that opened me up. It did what to you? Sobered me up. Oh, I thought you said opened you up.
Yeah, it did sound like you said open me up.
So is he? Do you just reckon that sound?
I reckon that's just a hum.
Oh, okay.
Unless he's weeing on his mate, who was having a
Yeah,
bomb.
I was kind of worked out why they were so close together during the weeing, but yeah.
Okay. Next one, yours please.
G'day, fellas.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
Roy from the Tron here.
Oh.
Just weighing in on your conspictory debate before the draft comes out. Surely it's going to be sour Skittles before they change the fucking recipe. Or those little countdown / food town before the countdown shit came in. Snakes that tasted like they had a fuck ton of oil on them. They've got to be the goat. Hooroo. Love you. Fuck yous.
What
What just happened?
I didn't understand much of that.
Is this a reference to a pod that none of us were at? That was from Hamilton again, wasn't it?
It was from the Tron. It was Roy from the Tron, but I was trying to just...
You're normally the Tron whisperer at G Lane.
Can we hear it again? I just want to...
Feels like we're on the underground.
G'day, fellas. Roy from the Tron here.
Yep, got that.
Just weighing in on your confectionery debate.
Confectionery.
The draft comes out.
yeah.
Surely it's going to be sour Skittles before they change the fucking recipe.
Oh.
Or those little countdown/food town before the countdown shit came in. Snakes that had...
Okay, I get it.
Confectionery.
It was just, I think we lost him in the reception there. He must have been doing it for wireless or something. But yeah, sour Skittles, he's right. We're going to do that later on, a draft around your confectionery, because there's an argument around, for me, confectionery is lollies, but these guys are saying it's chocolate as well.
Well, hang on, that wasn't the original argument, but I suppose we can have an argument about that.
Well, I thought it was.
What was the original argument?
Well, the original argument was what is just the best confectionaries.
Yeah.
But then I thought that chocolate came under that, and you think it doesn't.
I just don't know. It's just a different category, isn't it? When you got chocolate and you got lollies, and I find lollies as the confectionery and chocolate's just chocolate.
When you have a look down a confectionery aisle, does it say confectionery and chocolate? It might, and if it does, then in that case you're right.
Do you know what can get fucked?
What?
Licorice all sorts.
You don't like a licorice all sort? No. What about the little little ball ones that have the sprinkles on the outside?
Chocolate.
I don't mind those.
I don't mind the little chocolate, little nuggets, like the little nuggy.
No, not those ones, but I know those ones you're talking about as well. They are good. Yeah, they are good.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about that sort of square wonder with multiple colours.
Yeah, I don't. That's a child's play, that one.
Gordon Caddie's going to have some fucking words for you, mate.
It's sort of one. G'day,
Gordy.
Anyway, we're going to get round to that one there, but yep.
RJ's?
The sour Skittles.
I don't mind a licky all
I've never tried sour Skittles.
No, what about what are those boiled lollies called that are they arrowroots? No, they're that's type of biscuit. No.
Aniseed wheel?
No, there's a type of boiled sweet that only boomers.
Oh, like Werther's. Werther's original.
What do you eat during the 40-hour famine?
Oh, that's barley sugars.
Barley sugars.
There's barley sugars.
That was pretty bad.
That 40-hour famine. That was big barley sugar that just ran that.
Yeah.
Nowadays, the 40-hour feminists give up something for 40 hours, so all the kids are giving up like their phone.
Social media or some shit.
Yes, like whatever. I'm not paying for that.
My mum used to say to me when I used to do that, she had some very strong views, my mum, and she was like, LARPing as a starving person is very disrespectful. Just eat your food and be grateful and shut up.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay. Have you found out what the boomer lolly is?
So, if only Jeremy Wells was here, because he basically is a boomer and can answer any question like that.
He'll be sucking on one as we speak.
Yeah,
we'll come back to those.
Rightio. We'll go to the next one, and if it pops up, Matt, next one, yours, please.
Came from Christchurch. Just a conspiracy theory here on Turkish Airlines and the Houston Rockets.
Yes.
Steven Adams plays for the Houston Rockets.
Yeah.
And he's recently taken a bit less money on his contract extension to get under the salary cap. And he's a hairy man. Do you think bit of third-party payments told Steven Adams? He's a great sourcer here. Great locks. Anyway, love his fuckers.
Right. So what he's thinking there is potentially they've given up Steven Adams to donate his hair to the Turkish hair clinics. Because don't know if you're up this, Matt, but Houston Rockets have just signed a massive sponsorship deal with a Turkish hair replacement therapy company.
Right.
And so we're wondering whether the players all get complimentary plugs and transplants. But I mean, like you said, Steven Adams, he's very hirsute.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's going bald in a hurry.
And I was wondering, where do you get your hair from? G Lane said sometimes the back of your head, sometimes the inside of your thigh, depends. But maybe this contributor is suggesting that you get it from Steven Adams.
Right, yeah. Oh, that would make sense.
It's a bit like celebrity, remember we did celebrity fecal implants. I'd pay to get Steven Adams' locks on my head.
Oh, shit, yeah.
What was sorry for interrupting, but what was the celebrity fecal transplant?
It was called Starship Enterprises, where we, G Lane and I, we discovered a little article where it said that if you've got an unhealthy bowel, they get the turds of a healthy person and they insert them in your anus, and the bacteria spreads and sorts out your bowel. So the fecal transplants is quite a big thing.
Yeah.
And so we were thinking, always looking to, add value.
Well,
what if you weren't just getting any old person's shit?
Yeah.
You were getting a star's shit. So you could get ScarJo's shit. You could get Scarlett Johansson's turd at a premium.
Absolutely.
And so we tried to form a company called Starship Enterprises. Daniel Vittori was interested as an angel investor, but then
50 grand he put up.
Yep.
Didn't see it.
I thought you were going to say he was going to donate
verbally.
Verbally, and we're still trying to work through whether that's a verbal contract.
Yeah.
He says, and this is what his lawyers are saying, it was implicit that it was such a stupid idea that you couldn't possibly expect the 50. Obviously, that the 50,000 was a joke.
Yeah. Oh, they're saying that it was so shit that it was a joke. Okay.
But what he doesn't realise is we thought it was a good idea.
Yeah.
So from our perspective, we didn't see the joke.
Yes.
Because we thought it was a good idea.
Correct.
But I mean, how much would you pay for Martin Nonu's turd?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
If you needed it.
Yeah.
I'd pay a couple of grand.
Yeah.
A couple of grand.
Whereas
Nice.
it's you're paying almost nothing for just some run of the mill.
Yeah,
turd.
Jim Joe Blow,
some turd donator.
Yes, probably the same guy who donates sperm, who donates turds at the same time.
Wouldn't you prefer to have Charlize Theron's?
Oh yeah, like Sydney Sweeney.
You'd be getting a lot of money for Sweeney.
Glad I asked.
Okay.
Do we have any more, Joe, please?
What would you pay for Sydney Sweeney's, Mashy?
Like if it was between mine or Sweeney's.
6. Between yours and Sweeney's.
Actually, you don't want mine. I've got a terrible gut.
I want Sweeney's 100% of the time on that. I'll pay 6, 7.
Yeah.
1,000.
Yeah. So, and the other problem with our business was getting celebrities that wanted to sign on.
Yeah, that is.
And because we were trying to option turds from.
And are you trying to take 20% off the top of that?
Yeah.
So if you get Sweeney's, shit.
Yeah. I mean, but look, I think we're looking at the wrong way.
The only person that would sign up was Ian Stables.
Yeah, that's true. And he needed the money though.
Yeah. I don't know if we need him at the moment.
But also, you know all those, you can do that thing where you can pay $100 and people send a message for your birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, like Cameo,
Cameo. It's equivalent of that. We need to start at the bottom and offer just, $100 for just celebrities that have just fallen off a little bit.
Yeah.
And then work our way up.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's called Cameo.
Do they have to be healthy?
Crapio.
Because you wouldn't want to take, I don't know, a turd from Savage or something, would you?
I don't know. There's some big Savage fans out there.
Yeah. But I mean,
big Stables fans
but
too.
Then you got to remember what this is about. This is about improving your health, not about getting the type of person shit up you don't want.
Exactly what you're saying there, Finn, is the balance that the company needs to find.
Well, I'm open
someone
to
that
being
you
involved.
really like but lives like some Ozempic riddled freak who like a Grande or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
You don't want that turd. No matter how big a fan you are, someone that's basically disappearing up their own a-hole.
So you need someone who's got good gut health.
You want someone fit and healthy who's famous.
Brad
Pitt. Like Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt's great turd.
Yeah.
But that's, once again,
high price.
That's the Goldilocks zone. Yeah. Healthy and famous.
Yeah. I'd say that Tom Cruise would be pretty healthy. He'd look after himself.
He'd pay top dollar for that.
Yeah.
You don't want some bulimic.
No, you don't. No. Absolutely not. Okay, last one. Thank Christ. That's a two-parter to finish off.
G'day, fellas. Sorry, I just got my voice back from screaming liquor for about probably 5 seconds straight when he scored that winning try. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm just watching the NRLW, the Wahines, and let's just say the chicks can celebrate way better than the men do. Like, way better. Like, she was doing a wheelbarrow. The men just do, like, some weird, hand symbol. But, they got me thinking, is that because women are better at organising themselves better than men can?
Yeah.
So, like, the chicks actually kind of get a plan of what they can try celebrate, when they score a try, all the girls kind of get together and, okay, girls, we're going to do this. Well, the men kind of just do some weird anime shit or kind of, like, try to do some signal anime, It's just an allegory for the fact that women are more prepared than we are, probably, most likely. Anyway,
or more focused on, image over substance.
Yeah, but I tend to agree with them. Like the Try July celebrations have been far better from the WNRL.
When I saw
NRLW, what do they call
that
it?
lady get down on all fours
and the milking,
and then her teammate come over and milk her.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, see, that was good. That was good, but no one could talk about it because everyone was like,
I don't think it's a man-woman thing because if you watch the NFL, you've got teams forming whole boats. And
doing the rowing.
And then someone becoming a sail. They'll.
And I can assure you, if fucking Reece Walsh and a couple of the breathers from the Broncos got into a rowing-like situation, we'd all go, fuck off. Like,
yeah, it's true, actually.
Because we'd be like, is that because we care too much about the results? So we'd be like, we immediately go, that's fine, But if you lose the game now, that's what we're going to focus on. We're going to fucking kill you for that.
So true. So true.
So if you win the game, that's fine. What a cool celebration. Love you. You lose the game, then fuck you for your celebration.
Yeah.
You should have spent the 13 seconds you spent coming up with that, up with not being shit.
Because the old Warriors used to have some good ones. Like, I remember Henry Fa'afele. Remember when he'd score, he'd pick the ball up and he'd crack it open like a coconut and then drink it.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's a good one. Fucking A.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, if it's just something you do over and over again, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, like, so a bespoke celebration
I like dry...
is maybe putting too much effort into it, but like, you know, Chainsaw Laney.
Yeah.
You know?
I'd like Try July. I like that they did Try Celebration July.
I know adrenaline's high. I know adrenaline's high when you score a try, but the kick into the crowd isn't as effective as I think people think it might be.
It feels good, though.
A lot can go wrong,
It's instinctive.
It is
a punching ball into the
yeah.
crowd or a kicking ball into the crowd is kind of an instinctive thing.
But it can go so wrong so easily. Like, I see so many duff kicks into the crowd, and it's one way to just really shrivel up an impressive try.
Oh, look, I to a much, much lesser degree, when I caught a 6 at the Basin Reserve, and I caught to win $1,000, and I reverse cupped it, and I was celebrating so hard that I just went to throw the ball back, and it went pretty much like a full spazzo straight up in the air, and it didn't even make it over the fence. So adrenaline gets the best of you.
That kind of thing does happen.
Yeah, it was the most embarrassing thing of that whole video that Paul Ford puts out at nauseam is me catching it, but then trying to throw it back, and it was a shocker.
So maybe we need to normalise try celebrations in the men's game, so then we can come back and judge this bloke's theory about men versus women. If it is a gender thing, or if it is just what is okay.
Maybe it's an all or nothing thing, because I think men are worried about being the outlier that over celebrates and then knocks on and knocks the ball on the next play, and everyone goes, "Well, you
concentrate more on
catching the basics." Then
you're right.
Maybe if we just do a blanket,
the
it's
basics.
Cool.
You are right.
Yeah. Don't get ahead of yourself. I think he's just getting ahead of himself with bloody try celebrations. Maybe you should just learn how to catch the ball.
That sounds like every rugby fucking boomer supporter of all time. Where's your black puffer jacket?
So let's just be from the top as a fan group and as the organisation go, we encourage, like, you know, Try July.
Yeah.
Let's celebrate it. And then and we're not going to punish the outliers when they make a mistake afterwards.
Love it.
We so will.
Yeah, we will. Fuck that. Fucking showboating
100%
wankers.
we will. 100% we will.
Fucking concentrate on the basics, mate.
Hey, before we go, big shout out to the North Shore. The Hairy Goats took out the North Harbour Premiership on the weekend, my club. And bless them, they celebrated pretty hard. I was at the supermarket on Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. Car pulls up, bunch of boys still in their number ones in the car. Guy comes out with 2 boxes of alcoholic ginger beer. I was like, yeah, boy. Climb into the back, and I was like, good on you. And then I came back into Devonport at lunchtime, and they'd arranged their own parade up the main street. They walked from the club up the main street. They all the traffic was at a standstill. There were boomers livid, but there was like 40 young dudes just crushing cans up the main street, and then they basically got shepherded into a pub in the main street and just got on the lash all Sunday. And I was like,
good shit.
I was like, it warmed my heart.
That's what bloody Stifler needs to get involved in, doesn't he? Instead of complaining.
Yeah.
I'm changing his name from Scheffler to Stifler. Yeah. It's just kind of an attempt at a nickname change.
Because
he's a bit stiff.
Scottie Scheffler.
Yeah, he's a bit stiff. Yeah, he needs to fucking learn from those boys.
Yes.
That's the reason. It only lasts 2 minutes. Yeah, because you're only allowing it to last 2 minutes. Those guys are running their own fucking parade.
Yes. The parade was great. There was a couple of utes just blasting music out the back. Guy at the front with a big banner, just crushing tins. It was great. It was real. It was great stuff. Like 50% of people going, "Fuck yeah, we're done, boys." To, can you get off the road?
Yeah.
There's actually something to be said for that a whole bunch of dudes can enjoy a domestic grassroots rugby win more than someone who wins a PGA event can enjoy their win.
Golf's kind of weird though, isn't it? Because you don't get advantages by being a loose unit.
Not really.
And being hyped up and being a team player.
No shit, no.
Like there's no bonding or camaraderie really in the same way as a team sport.
I wasn't really watching it at the time.
Cup. That's the only time
Because when you win with a group of friends, the celebration is you celebrate each other.
Yeah.
And you celebrate your thing that you've achieved together. Yeah.
When Tiger was banging all his waitresses, was he a party boy at the same time?
Yeah.
And how did people feel okay about that? Were people getting behind it because he was doing it?
I don't know. I think
people didn't know.
People didn't know because they were just going, "Oh, he's the world's best."
Because in press conferences in the media, he was, "I'm a family man.
Right.
Love my family, love my wife. Blah blah blah. She's amazing. Right, it's just the support. Meanwhile."
Spray it around Tiger.
Yeah, so maybe there is no room in golfing for partying, but oh well.
I think there is.
There should be.
He proved there is.
John Daly.
Daly.
He's still cruising.
Well, he was partying on the course, wasn't he? He
Yeah,
kind of shifted his...
He's the best of us. Anyway, that'll do for today. Thanks for coming in, Matty. You go up there and 0800 80 10 80 with Tyler. What's the topic today?
I don't know.
What are you going to wind people up on about today? Maybe about...
I want to talk about their Coldplay.
Oh, yeah.
Cheating.
Yeah, you got to go to the top 5 things he didn't... He just forgot the basics, didn't he?
Yeah.
He forgot the basics.
Well, I love that it's the HR girl. Like, HR are scum, aren't they? They are always the most rule-breaking fucks whilst judging everyone else.
Yeah,
and they love it. You're out at a party, and they go, "Oh, I'm an HR person. Look at me." And you're like, okay, well, the rest of us are just living our lives, in fear of you.
Well, 80 10 80. Tune in from midday because you're about to get it all barrels on ZB.
HR, the worst of us.
Fuck, that's going to be a good topic. Right, we'll see you tomorrow.
You've been listening to the ACC's Agenda podcast, brought to you by Export Ultra. For more episodes, like and follow on iHeartradio or wherever you get your podcasts.